be an awesome topic. Can't wait to talk about it with y'all. That's right. Looking at the sticker, now driven. Welcome, welcome, folks. While we wait here for a few people to get in, you're looking at my company. One of my companies, now driven, and you're actually doing it with a GPS. I thought that would be a cool thumbnail. Yeah, that's good. So then, yeah, double tap. What's up, everybody? What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? I've got a fantastic Periscope for you guys, and I've got my wife Akumi here with me. Hi. We're actually running into Reno right now to go pick up some stuff for the restaurant. And in the shower this morning, I thought of a really good topic for us to share, and it has to do with a three-legged stool with relationships, and something that every single relationship is built on. And Akumi, if you want, tell me if someone has any like really good questions or anything like that pop up while we're doing this. Okay. So while we're waiting for a few more people to jump on, or if you want to share, go ahead and share now. The way you do that is you scroll over, scroll up, hit the share all button, or you can just give us some hearts, man. Give us some hearts. What's up, guys? Hey, I'm driving, so I'm not going to be able to answer any questions.
India.
But is that Viv?
No, Raj.
Raj. What's up, Raj? Yeah, so Akumi is going to be helping me here. She's going to probably touch on this subject as well, because this is something that we're always working on. And this is not just something with relationships with your wife or significant other. This is all relationships. This is something that applies to everybody. So while we're waiting, go ahead, guys, share it up, heart it up. We got a lot of stuff we're going to go over. We've got a thing we call the three-legged stool. To every single relationship, you chop one of these off and the relationship falls over or has a lot of issues. And these are like fundamental things. These are foundational blocks into every single relationship that you get into. So this is something I learned a long time ago, and also recently was reminded about it by my uncle at a wedding, at his daughter's wedding. Actually, my uncle talked about this. So let's go ahead and get started into the subject. And hey, if you guys like this, share it, man. This is a good one. I think this is going to be a really big one, a really important one for people to get, because once you get this and you start focusing on it, you're going to have a lot better relationships with people around you. So yeah, like I said, I've got my wife here, Ikumi, and she's going to help me with any questions that possibly come up. All right, so this is the three-legged stool that all relationships are built off of. The first one is trust, the second one is respect, and the third one is communication. These are the three things that everything is built off of, okay? Let's go ahead and dive into what each one is. Okay, let's talk about trust. So with trust is something like for me and Akumi, we give a lot of people trust up front, but then if they lose it, it's really hard for them to gain back. Okay, and trust are things like your word, honesty, integrity, not stealing from me, not, someone I could actually trust with my life, trust with my business, trust with my family, trust with, our kid. Trust is very important. It's a super foundational thing. Probably the most strongest part of the stool that is keeping everything together is based off of trust. Now, some people you have to earn trust, and some people like us, we like to give people trust. Me and Akumi like to look at people for what's possible in them, or for who they can be versus who they might be at the time. And it's only because we want to bring people up with us, man. We want to bring them up, and we want to give people that chance. So trust is a big thing, and like I said, it's one of those things that if you lose trust, it's very hard to earn back with us and with most people. You might even think like, oh man, I broke my trust with them. Oh, I can gain it back. Yeah, okay, you can gain it back, but it's never going to be 100%. It might be like 95%, and it might never, if that, it might even, you'd have to do some real solid things to get that type of trust back. All right, so trust is a very important thing to think about here. Now let's talk about, unless you have something else. Do you have anything else you want to add?
And also trust is different how we gain it. Like, it's all guys, society. You kind of have to like break in, and you have to like earn it like really hardcore. I think female is a lot easier to gain trust from each other because we are more like built up on a gatherer rather than hunters. However, once we lose trust, I think guys are a little bit easier to gain it back than women. Once you lose trust in the female group, you're done. You're gonna be isolated. You know, nobody will talk to you. So just a little bit different approach on that. But either way, trust is something that, you know, you have to stick up for your word and what you do. And then once you gain it, you have to maintain it. It's like your credit score. It's really hard. Once you lose it, it's so hard to gain it back. So yeah.
So that's on trust, guys. Now the next one we're going to talk about is respect. Okay, respect and trust are very, very similar in a sense that they're both almost just as important. But think about it. There's people in your life, family, friends, whoever, business workers, co-workers, that you trust. You would trust them with everything, but you don't respect them. So respect is like a big thing as well as far as getting it. Now, respect to me is something that you got to earn. What's someone say? What's someone saying there?
But what if they really like your mistress? Take years to build trust, but the second to destroy it.
Yeah, so that question right there is a great way to lose trust and respect from your significant other. If you're talking about having a mistress or something like that, you could permanently lose your trust and respect that someone else sees you that you care about possibly. I don't know. But that probably was just said as a joke. I'm not, and guys, this is kind of a serious thing, man. I mean, if you joke about it, I don't know, it's like one of those things that maybe reflect on you somewhere else. But anyway, so let's talk about respect. I mean, respect is something that you have to earn. At least for me, usually you have to earn it. I might give you trust up front, but I'm not going to give you respect.
Don't cheat, no problems.
Yeah, don't cheat this. Don't cheat this problem. So it's not really a problem either, sorry, but this is definitely something that you guys got to think about it again. So respect is something you got to earn, and respect usually comes from showing that you're legit, like you're a legitimate person. You back up what you back up what you say you're going to do. I know that's part of trust as well, but also it's that you back up, you actually do it, you prove it by doing it. Like leaders that lead, the best leaders are the ones that lead from the front, because everybody respects them because they've earned what they've got in life, where they're at. What'd someone say? I mean, you got to tell me. You got to keep telling me what people are saying.
Sorry, I'm holding the phone.
You don't have to hold the phone.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, I missed it.
So what are you guys saying?
As I say, blood and sweat you give and respect you earn. Agree.
Yeah, totally agree with you guys there. So respect, and then do you have anything else you want to say about respect?
Yeah, to me, respect is something like I own the restaurant. But, for me to be, doing the dishes, I don't make, generate any income. However, if that position needs to be filled, then I've been doing dishes. Like something like, you have to willing to do it. You have to show, for example, your employee by doing things. Instead of just telling them what to do, it's not going to happen. So respect is something that you have to
show them that you're
willing to do it, and whatever it takes, that you have to, prove what you can do. So basically you have to take a massive action. That's the I think that's the only way you can gain respect.
And I have family, I have friends that I trust with my life, trust them with everything I do, but I just don't respect their decisions, right? I know that they're super capable of doing better for themselves, and for whatever reason I have this issue where I start losing respect for them because they're not doing what they're capable of or how I perceive them, right? Because perception is reality. So on that part about respect is something you have to earn absolutely out of the gate. Now, some people might give other people a lot of respect, but for me, I believe that respect is something you have to earn out of the gates. Even though I give people a lot of trust, and I believe in a lot of people, and I know that everybody is capable of doing amazing things, but the thing is that respect is something you got to constantly earn. Now, the third thing is communication. And communication is something that we all have to continue to work on. And in a relationship, someone has to be able to have the communication good enough to talk about the hard things to get them out of the way. Because a lot of times people lose other people in communication because they're saying they're basically talk about, because maybe you got to let someone go, or maybe you got to talk about what happened today that no one, like there was a fire and no one wants to talk about it in the kitchen, even though it just ruined all this new equipment, but no one wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to fix the problem because they're afraid about how everyone else might blow up. Freezing up. Sorry guys, I'm going through a spot that I hope I don't lose you.
I think we'll be fine after this.
I think we're good. Are you guys still there? You guys all there? Give me some hearts. Let me know you're still there. Got a couple of hearts. How's this subject resonating for you guys? I mean, is this helping you? I know this is something that was big for me many years ago, and it's something that I'm constantly trying to focus on.
Yeah, I think communication too, that me and Karl were just talking about actually right before this scope. You know, a lot of people use an example of five love languages, and we are also talking about, you know, sometimes Karl wanted to communicate with me the way of him showing love is working hard, but not necessarily, like, to me, you know, before I didn't understand it. I was like, how come he's not really talking to me much? He just, all he does is work. But to me, communicating, you know, love to him was, I wanted to talk with him. But to Karl, he wanted to work hard, so he wanted to provide. So, you know, even you have to on the same page to communicate, right? Otherwise, communication doesn't work. And we did the one segment about NLP. That's very important too. If he's a super visual, he's communicating me, you know, communicate with me is all visual. Like, do you see the pictures and that? But I'm kinesthetic. So to me, no, all about me is this feeling. How do you feel? It does, you know, feel right to you? That make you happy? So, you know, even NLP or those love language, even with your employee, you have to, that, you know, find out or study them. What's the best way to communicate with that certain person so you can be more effective on that?
Yeah, so communication is very key. It's the conduit between, you know, the trust and the respect too, because it's basically, like I said, this is a three-legged tool or stool. Tool. It's a three-legged stool. That if you know, a tripod, if you cut off one leg, the whole thing falls over, and it's something that we all have to work on. Now here's the thing: if you're having issues with people around you with any three of these things, there's some. Men
are the provider, women are the supporter. Men.
Yeah, men are hunters and women are gatherers, right? Men, we work hard. That's how we show our affection. That's how we show by what we're trying to provide. Exactly.
For me, I needed somebody to talk to. You know, what I wanted to Karl is just how was your day? Then all I wanted to do is just like, oh, today this happened. I just needed some good listeners. So we have to be on the same page on that. Yeah, the 5 love language of love. Yeah. Is your passage Asia?
Is your what?
Passage
Asia? I don't know. Is that a book or something? I'm not really sure.
Oh, are you asking I'm Asian?
Are you asking if she's Asian?
I am Asian.
She's the Asian persuasion. That's how she got me. She persuaded me.
Wow, looks like you need to block someone. Yeah, somebody talking something.
Hey, I started going, guys, I went on a blockathon recently. I just started blocking haters on other people's scopes because I don't want to take the chance for them to come onto my scope. I honestly, I don't like those type of people around me. If that's your problem, then fix yourself and then come back. Or don't fix yourself, just keep being negative. In fact, that makes you look bad, man. The people that are negative, they're just making themselves look bad. They're making themselves look like idiots. They're making the other person even look better. There's some forum online where someone's saying my sales techniques are cheesy. Do you think that made me look good or bad? I think it made me look better, and it created interest. Like, well, what is it? Why are people talking about this? And when they found me, and then they probably bought my product. So it's
yes, and
interesting.
People talk about my accent. Obviously, I wasn't born and raised here, but you know, by somebody talking about me like that.
She's a U.S. citizen, by the way. She went through the whole process. It took 10 years. She did it the right way.
Yes, you need haters every day. Yep.
I need haters, man. They give me fuel.
I don't like them either. Yeah, I don't like them. However, there's a couple of people talk about me on the internet forum that my accent is blah blah blah. But all the other people backed me, so they had a whole thread about my accent or my product. To me, I was like, wow, awesome! Somebody created some kind of plurality, you know. So in our industry, somebody's talking about us. I thought I took it in the right way, but yeah, at first I didn't. You know, always haters are there, but we have to use our
haters
other
gonna hate, players congratulate.
I love your accent. Thank you. I try my best.
So I want to continue. We're kind of getting to the place where we're going to go eat real quick, and then we've got to get some stuff, some supplies. But I kind of want to end with this with your takeaway, because I always like to try to, I want you to learn from this, or I want you to be able to think about this throughout the day as something that maybe start focusing on, because a lot of us have issues with these things and conflicting issues, whatever it might be. But a lot of us have to work on these three pillars or three-legged stool, however you want to look at it. And here's the thing, okay? Instead of every time you point your finger, okay, look.
People are so fast to judge. Can't tell you are a good person.
Look, every time you point your finger, I want you to see this. Every time you do, I've got 3 other fingers pointing back at me. Isn't that weird? I've got this hand pointing at you. I've got 3 other fingers pointing back at me. So think about that. Every time you point your finger at someone else because of their imperfection or their problem, are super positive people, which is awesome. But just think about this.
Just critics.
If we have like issues with communication, if we have trust issues with people, other people, if you have trust issues with other people around you, if you have respect issues with other people around you, you got to look at yourself first. You got to look at the mirror, because we're judging, we're judgmental people, we're judging people. You got to look at yourself first and find out where do I need to work on your inner mind before you can work on your outer, right? You got to work on the inside. So
Three-Legged Stool knowledge, thanks so much. Yeah, and then also, what can I do to be in that state? That's very important too to think about.
what's up? I can't read it. You have to read it.
Somebody say me too, but I missed that part. Sorry.
Hey guys, we can stay on a little bit longer and talk a little bit more about this. We're almost there, but while we are there, Akumi can read off any questions you have about this. I see that we're all on the same page, which is awesome. And if you guys love this topic, man, give me some hearts. That's what this is all about. This is about sharing the love. Give some hearts. I want to see rainbows of hearts. And watch the replay, share the replay. Get on there and share with other people, because this is the type of stuff, this is how we grow together. I want to start watching some of your guys' periscopes. If you're following me, there's a good chance I'm following you back. Right now I'm trying to clean things up on my periscope, so if I'm not following you right now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to in the future. I can re-follow you guys here soon, but right now I'm trying to clean it up, and I'm just going on like this block-a-thon. I think like negative people do give me energy, like they fire me up for whatever reason, but I just don't want it there, because other people see it and it might bring them down or something like that. And why even allow that into your life? Why even give it the chance? I'm already spending too much energy on it right now just talking about it. So that's the thing, though. It's
Skip lunch, would you?
What's that? Sip lunch?
Skip lunch.
Skip lunch? I really have to eat, and I think we're going to one of our favorite locations in Reno, so I'm actually looking forward to it. Who out there likes sushi? You guys like sushi? I can't eat it every day, but I'll eat it. Place, I love it. If you've had bad sushi, then it's no good, but... Yeah, so you guys have any other questions you want to say about it or talk about it? Does any of you guys on your periscopes, anybody here else scope, and do you guys talk about these kind of issues, these type of things? Not really issues, but these type of things. I'm really big about personal development. I'm really big about leadership development. I've spent tens and tens of thousands of dollars on personal development.
Negative peeps can motivate you. Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
Use them as a fuel.
Flip any... And I don't know if you've seen some of my other scopes, but one thing that I bring up a lot is that whenever you start saying I can't, or you start saying like there's a reason why I'm not doing something, or because of something, that's the reason why you can. That's the reason why you can do it. It's the same way to handle any objection. Sales is like...
Never tried it. Never tried sushi.
Never tried sushi? What?
Whoa.
Man, you need to get out. That's what I challenge you to do, sir or ma'am. You need to go out there and eat some sushi. Get out of your comfort zone and try sushi. Maybe you're not that adventurous, but I challenge you to be more adventurous with your food, because once
Hiroba, Tahoe Web Design.
Yeah, I'm not going to Hiroba, but Hiroba's pretty good. Yeah, Hiroba's pretty good. I think they kind of lost their thing not too long ago, but they're definitely good. I'm actually going to a place where the guy that owns Hiroba started making sushi.
Haven't scoped yet, but planning on it. Sweet, we follow you.
Yeah, make sure you do. Make sure you do. I feel like I'm starting to get better.
Ooh, yeah, she's gonna do hers tomorrow first. Actually, I haven't done.
Follow her.
Yeah, I think I'm following her. I don't think. I mean, I haven't done mine either. Carl has been like, why not? But yeah, I'm gonna do mine soon. Yeah. Once that's funny. Like I was like, oh, I don't want to be on live. You know, I have been in videos and I was training and everything, but I was like, I don't know, I don't want to be on live and then right on the spot. But once you do it, you're gonna get hooked. It's gonna be like so much fun. You can't wait to do more.
It's addicting. It is addicting. It's just like watching these is a little bit addicting because it's kind of like real world, but it's like the real world without a real director and without a film crew.
And then we don't like to filter ourselves. This is how we are. And then, you know, we're just really transparent.
Sorry if I drop some F-bombs or S-bombs every once in a while.
California rules.
But I think that people that do curse are
yes, I will
honest.
follow you. Jamie P. Yeah, definitely. If I'm not following you yet, I will definitely follow.
You can follow him now by hitting it just to make sure. And then hit add view profile.
Okay.
And then hit follow. There you go. And then X. There you go.
Yes.
I'm following you too.
I'm going to follow you through, Carl.
What are you going to talk about on your first Periscope? I can give you some tips right now on how to set up your first Periscope if you want. Just let me know. I'll give you the goods. What's up, Darcy? Are you heading back to Las Vegas? And hope you got in early today at Periscope Summit. I know
me either, but I do love to share and teach.
Cool.
Sushi peer.
No way. No. Definitely not sushi peer.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I'll show you. We're almost there to the sushi place, so I'll show you. All right, so I'll give you a tip. All right, so you got to think about, it's just like writing an email. If you write emails,
cool beans.
You know, you got to have a catchy headline that's going to basically. What's up, Darcy?
From Darcy.
You got to have a catchy headline basically that's going to basically get people's attention, so that way or you're going to at least get people that are interested in that subject to open up and see what is this about. So you kind of have to get people's attention, and you have to use like curiosity or be with Periscope. What's different about Periscope and email is that Periscope you really have to be direct on what it is, where like email you have to use curiosity more. So that's one tip. All right, so that's your headline. Make sure your headline is really solid. The other tip, and then also use like emojis and stuff like that. They work good on Periscope. Maybe not on email so much, but definitely on Periscope.
Even like your name too, you can put some kind of like a cool, you know, character like right in front of it, so your name pops up.
Yeah, so when you pop up with followers, they can see that it's you easily. And then the other thing is that your thumbnail, okay, your thumbnail needs to be something neat or cool or catchy as well, because people when they start surfing through there, they see the thumbnails, and if it's a cool thumbnail, like one of the biggest scopes I had was a thumbnail of Donald Trump where he's doing like a kissing thing, and it was right after the GOP, and there was tons of people just started hopping on because they were just laughing probably at my picture. So
ooh, she lives near the most photographed lighthouse in the world. That's beautiful. You should do that. Yeah,
that would be a great thumbnail.
Yeah.
And like a lighthouse, what is a light? That makes me think about so much leadership things too. Like when I think of a lighthouse, like what are they doing for ships? And like they save lives and they let people know where they're at and stuff like that. So I think you could really use that as a subject too. So anyway, we're actually here at the place. You could actually. Whoa!
This person.
Someone's trying to run me over.
Yeah.
We're actually here. This place is kind of a hole in the wall. It's kind of a hole in the wall place.
I'm sticking around, and the party tonight, they travel to upstate New York tomorrow to see my parents. Darcy, I saw your picture with Grant Cardone. I'm so jealous. She was like, you're having a lot of fun. Yeah, and Sean Thomas. She was like, you're having a lot of fun.
So we're here.
Greeting from Scotland.
We're here. We're actually at a place called Rickshaw. And this place has been in Reno for a while. But I recommend it. I love this place, and they have a really good lunch, by the way. Fine Asian Bistro. Awesome, Darcy. Stoked to have that you're having so much fun and networking with a lot of the right people. So I'm here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get my sush on. But definitely thanks for joining us. And yeah, well,
we might do another scope
that's your picture, not your thumbnail, by the way. You're asking about the egg. If someone has an egg on their picture, that's because they haven't added a picture yet.
Yeah, profile picture, probably, yeah.
Probably a profile picture.
Yeah.
So Make sure you do it, guys. Get out of your comfort zones every single day. Every single day at the end of my periscopes, I'm challenging you to get out of your comfort zone and do it. It's not that hard.
After the comfort zone, there's adventure zone. So get out there and have fun with it.
There's adventure zone, and then if you go too far, there's where the fear is. That's what's keeping you from doing it. So go ahead and get in that comfort. Get outside of the comfort zone. Get into that creative zone, and where the juices are flowing, and just get yourself. Just make sure you're prepared. Like I said, I just gave you some great tips on how to do it. Yeah, thanks for following me. Thanks for everybody. Hey, thanks for being on here. I'm going to go get my sushi on. One of my favorite places in Reno to get sushi. So you guys all have a fantastic evening. I'm sure we'll probably do another one today. My goal is to do at least 3 a day. So we'll be back. We'll be back. Yeah,
thank you. I will follow you too.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.